We are going to present you topic solar energy as a solution to global climate change.
Yes, Jimmy Carter in his televised speech in 1977 year, 35 years ago, said, because we are now running out of gas and oil, we must prepare quickly for a third change to strict conservation and to use of coal and permanent renewable energy sources like solar power.
What could it mean?
In our days, the most important problem in the world is a global climate change.
There are many factors which can affect this irreversible process. First of all is pollution.
Emissions of CO2 increases in atmosphere every day, so the world warms faster.
Average coefficient of CO2 in the air increases on 25% from 1970 to 2000.
In 2005 year, the climate changing has reached the highest point of warmness, and the process is almost irreparable.
And the consumption of energy will grow and cause further warming even if pollution will be controlled.
But a very useful strategy to stop global warming has been developed.
Solar rays can be converted into an energy the world needs, and instead of burning the fuel and thereby help our environment.
Any substance which is introduced into the atmosphere can be a reason of air pollution.
Two substances which are the main reasons of air warming are carbon dioxide and CO2 produced by burning fuel or even from human breath.
Carbon dioxide appears because of cars, air plants, factories, and other activities of human to do that involve the burning the fossil fuels, such as gasoline and natural gas.
Another pollutant is sulfur dioxide, which contains in smoke. It is known as cause of acid rain.
Volcanic eruptions split a huge amount of sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere, sometimes causing cooling that lasts for years.
Actually, volcanoes are the main source of sulfur dioxide. To improve people's health, countries work to reduce levels of sulfur dioxide and other harmful substances. But result, the lower sulfur dioxide may make global warming worse. This is a picture of volcano eruption.
Soot particles from burning biomass are the main contributor to global climate change.
In the polar regions of Arctic and Antarctic, deposition of black carbon particles cause the surface to absorb more solar radiation and therefore speeding up the melting process. And the melting process is one of the main reasons to prevent global climate change.
It was the one way of pollution in the world. So, however, there is another view of risk of climate change owned by the Russian scientists. So, Russian researchers have found fountains of methane in surface.
Methane is a greenhouse gas which is placed in the air of the Arctic Ocean.
Dr. Similetov said about his invention. Earlier we found touch-like structures like this, but they were only tens of meters in diameter. This is the first time that we found continuous power and impressive sleeping structures more than 1,000 meters in diameter. It's amazing.
So, the most terrible thing is that all of the above factors affecting global warming may cause melting of Arctic sea ice, what means that methane's ejection to the atmosphere is irreversible and contains climate change.
Modern society is extremely dependent on electricity generated by oil and coal, what is very harmful for our planet.
But luckily there are other sources which don't have such a huge impact on our environment.
So solar and wind energy, tidal energy, it's an energy of water. Today we use for alternative energy sources becomes a key factor for long-term development of the humanity.
There are multiple technologies used to create electricity from solar energy.
Many homes and businesses install panels which absorb sunlight and use special conductors to create like usable energy.
There are two main types of solar panel. One type heats water and the other types produce electricity. Both types are very popular.
The solar cell technology is very old, and it was invented in the 1830 years.
The French Antoine César Baskerville first examined the solar panel research in 1839, and he published his studies on how light can be converted into energy, but his findings weren't applied into actual technologies.
By 1883, the first solar cell was invented by Charles Fritz. He was the first man who turned solar energy in electricity.
Later, French engineer showed acceptance of utilizing solar energy by installing a solar-powered hot water system in his home.
Then it was found that energy can be generated during the day and then can be used at night time.
Nowadays, it became obvious that people have to use renewable resources, but we still use technologies that run on non-renewable resources.
So now we'll show you the video. Где оно?
Just give it a few seconds for it to load. Yeah, there you go.
You don't need this video.
Не, он не работает. Let's start it. It shows how does it work. And what is better? And economy.
I feel it all. I feel it all. I feel it all. The wings are wide. The wings are wide. Wild card inside. Wild card inside. I'll break my heart. I'll be there to hold them there. I don't know what I knew before. I don't know what I knew before. I didn't rest, I didn't stop. Did we fight or did we talk? Ooh, I feel heart, I feel want to hold it, can I love you more? I love you more. I don't know what I knew before, but now I know I wanna win the war. No, I like to take a test. Sometimes you know more is less. Put your weight against the door. Keep drop on the basement floor.
So now we're going to tell you about disadvantages. What are the disadvantages of solar panels? First of all, the main disadvantage is the cost of equipment, synthesizing the sun's energy. Unfortunately, still it's not possible. It's not good like alternative fuel for power generation. Also, the solar energy installation takes a large space, which is also not currently available by higher authorities, for which again it's not profitable.
Then solar energy can be used in daytime only when sun is shining. and during the nighttime our expensive large solar installation will be useless. But here solar battery charges can order good health and solve this disadvantage.
So the human activity is slowly destroying the environment. We build factories that poison the air throwing tons of lethal gases.
We create the cars to make our lives faster but shorter. We throw chemicals into the oceans to be eaten by metal whales, and then we become victims of this poison.
We extract the minerals, emptying the bowels of earth to be used for the benefit but the detriment of nature and our own health.
We do control the levels that change the climate. We save on technologies that could solve all the problems of climate change and pollution, and thus solve the problem of quality of the life of humanity.
People engaged in self-distribution for a long time, so solar energy can be a fantastic opportunity for humanity to stay alive. Thank you for your attention.
Any questions for the presenters? Release, 10, 11 minutes. Yeah?